Hey, brother, welcome back to the Happy Man Coaching channel. I'm your Happy Man coach, Charlie McKeever, and in this video, I want to talk to you about how not trusting yourself is killing the romance and intimacy in your marriage. You see, trusting yourself is one of the most important things that we can do. In fact, when we don't trust ourselves, what we do is we look to others to trust us more than we trust ourselves, which doesn't really make any sense now, does it? And this can show up in a variety of different ways in our life. It may show up as having ideas and then not acting on them. It may show up as starting projects and not finishing them. It may show up as asking for permission to do the things that we want to do in our life. And we do this because if we don't value ourselves, then we don't value our ideas. In fact, if we don't value ourselves, we don't trust ourselves. We don't trust our ideas. We believe that we will make a mistake, that we'll do something bad, that will be bad, because we don't understand our value. We don't understand our worth, and we don't understand that when we don't trust ourselves, we look to others. We ask for permission. We try not to make mistakes. We hide. We play small. And this shows up in our marriage as putting the burden on our wife to figure out, what are we going to have for dinner? What are we going to do this weekend? And you might even be asking for permission to do things in your life that seem insignificant and small, but you're just in a variety of micro ways trying to see if you're okay, to see if it's okay, to see if you're going to be pleasing to her, see if you're going to upset her if you do something. I can remember a time from my own life where I would say things like, I'm going to go take a shower, and I would say it almost with a question mark in my voice, as in, is that okay? Is that going to upset you? Or is there going to be anything wrong here? Do we have plans that I don't know of? There was just a whole bunch of little ways where I asked permission for things. And it didn't just show up in my romantic relationship. It showed up in my work. It showed up in my relationship with friends, asking them if they wanted to go do something, asking them if they wanted to spend time with me, if they wanted to do the same things that I wanted to do. And it wasn't until I learned my value and worth that I stopped doing that. And that's why now I have a whole community of men that I've helped understand their value and worth. And they are taking ownership of their life. They're deciding for themselves what they want to do and then inviting people to join them. The classic example is I'm going hiking on Saturday morning at 9 a.m. If you want to join me, meet me at the trailhead. And if someone shows, you hike with someone. And if nobody shows, then you go on that hike by yourself. And this is fundamental. If we are making our wife responsible for all of those choices, then she has the burden of making all the decisions. It's not that she's not capable. She just doesn't get to relax. She doesn't get to enjoy the process. She doesn't get to just be. And when we ask her for permission for things, trying to check with her to make sure that we're okay, that we're not going to upset her, we put her in this role that she doesn't want, that she didn't ask for, where she has to scrutinize everything that we do and she has to question our choices. And a lot of times men will say, she seems like she's so judgmental. It seems like she criticizes everything I do and she questions everything I do. But when we're asking for permission, we're inviting that. In fact, we're putting her in that role, making her responsible for our choices. So there's no wonder. And when she's in that mothering mode, it does not make her feel sexy. It does not make her feel romantically inclined. And she doesn't really want to have that burden. And that's something that we've given her that she didn't ask for. So here's how I can help you be free of that, brother. I want to talk with you about what it is that you believe. What's going on in your world right now? What are you experiencing? And I want to ask some clarification questions to help you challenge your beliefs, to be able to ask yourself, is that true? And does that serve me? And do I want to believe that anymore? I want to share my own personal story with you. I want to share insights from my journey, from the men that I work with. And I want to be able to point you to resources so that you can come up with your own answers, so that you can decide who you want to be and how you want to live and where you want to go and who you want to spend your time with. I want to help you be able to trust yourself and be comfortable in your skin. I can do that for you, brother, but we have to talk. So there's a link in the description. Pick a day and time that works for you to have a phone call. Let's talk. You can also go over to happymancoaching.com and you can fill out my online form there. Click on the contact tab. Once we have that call, here's what you're going to experience. You're going to start challenging your own beliefs. You're going to start looking at the way that you ask questions in your life. You're going to start taking note of the fact that you're asking for permission for things. And you're going to stop doing that because you're going to be aware of it. You're going to say, you know what? I don't want to do that anymore. In fact, what is it that I want to do? And you're going to make choices for yourself. And when you do, you're going to start leading yourself. You're going to start leading yourself and you'll start leading your wife. You'll be in partnership with her. You'll be able to say, this is what I want to do. You'll be able to have a conversation with her, but you'll start with having an opinion of your own. And you won't worry about making a mistake or being bad or upsetting anybody because it'll be genuinely what you want to do. And you can always make new choices for yourself. When new information comes in, you can always make new choices. So schedule that call, let's talk, and let's get you on the path to trusting yourself.